Good evening, I'm Tan Trung. We had some warm weather here in New Orleans today, but that's not the case in Minneapolis, where the Saints will take on the Vikings this weekend. Natalie Shepherd is on a frigid assignment. She joins us live from Minnesota. And good evening, Natalie, with a lot of burrs behind it.
Yes, it is very, very cold, but we are here outside the Mall of America, which is one of the most well-known spots here in Minneapolis. But today, we went looking for a more iconic duo, burgers and beer. They go well with football, and I think we found some of the best in the city.
Go to Matt's Bar and Grill. They have a Juicy Lucy, which is a burger with cheese baked inside of it.
Katie Steiner started telling us about the Juicy Lucy on Monday, and this was my face then.
It's almost dinner time. I'm like, that burger looks amazing.
So when we cook them, the cheese becomes molten hot inside.
So it only makes sense that one of my first stops in Minneapolis would be Matt's Bar and Grill, the home of the Juicy Lucy since 1955.
And one of the regulars, after Matt had taken over the restaurant, asked him to try something different and to try and put cheese in the middle of the burgers. And so they did that, talked about it, crimped it together, made it, and when he bit into it, the cheese came oozing out. And the customer said, now that's a Juicy Lucy.
Paul Reese has been cooking them up for 14 years in the tiny kitchen next to the bar.
It's got a hometown feel to it, and you know, we put out a good product and have a good staff, and people love coming in.
And from firsthand experience, it's worth it.
Believe the hype. It's good.
So we're mixing water with milled malted barley.
And what goes better with a burger and a Saints playoff game than beer? Minneapolis has a vibrant craft brew scene, and Surly's Brewing has been at the forefront of that.
But we wanted to build a place that was special and really about celebrating Minneapolis, celebrating the beer and the culture here in Minnesota.
Head brewer Ben Smith encourages any fans to stop in for a sip.
All right, cheers. Thanks for coming. Skol Vikings.
Oh, who dat? He snuck in a little nod to the Vikings, but with the playoff game here Sunday and the Super Bowl coming up soon, he's excited to welcome new fans to Minneapolis and Surly.
Hopefully the Vikings make it. If not, it's going to be fun no matter what. I'm not even sure how many hundreds of thousands or even millions of people are going to come to town.
All right, those are both great places to go inside to get out of this cold weather if you are here in town. Surly's Brewing does do tours. It's just a really cool facility, so good places to check out. And of course, we will be having more live coverage from Minneapolis later in the show. I will be here, and Andrew Doak is also with us tonight, so we will hear from him. Of course, don't forget, tomorrow night we have our Eye on Saints special. That will be at 6:30 tomorrow night on WWL, as well as on WUPL. But for now, Carl, it is so cold here. I am going to toss it back to you in the studio, and New Orleans is in for a cool down too.